The Romans came here and their presence is still remembered in the name of this suburb of Newcastle, Wallsend. For 300 years, a garrison settlement stood here at the eastern end of the 80-mile-long wall that Hadrian built to control the northern frontier of the Roman Empire. And it's here today that asylum seekers and refugees are often met by volunteers at a project run by Wallsend Churches Working Together.
It's called Walking With because we walk alongside of people and we help them to do things for themselves, such as filling in forms or going to appointments. It's much better for them to learn to do those things themselves and to become integrated into the local community. When people come to us, the ways in which we support them, we provide food for them, which is quite an essential thing when they don't get any money. A lot of people think that asylum seekers get a lot of money, but they actually don't get anything unless they've agreed that they'll go back to their homeland when it's safe to do that. So food is a big thing. We also provide English lessons for people who come from another country who just don't speak English very well. But the majority of what we do is emotional support and just being there for people.
You see that? Written it down.
They come from all sorts of backgrounds and religious faiths as well,
yes.
And they're met by Christians. What reaction is there to that?
That doesn't seem to be a barrier. Because we're a church, I think there's an assumption that it's a safe place. And most importantly, the thing that this project is wonderful at is giving hugs, which, you know, is a very important thing when you're very isolated and very lonely and far away from your home.
Thank you.
Most people who live in Britain probably have experienced loss at some point, whether that's losing your job or your home or a relationship or your pet even. You can understand what that loss feels like. So to come here and be a stranger in a strange land and not know the language, it's very, very difficult.
Why should Christians get involved with a project like this?
The Bible tells us that, you know, when someone is hungry, we should feed them. When they're thirsty, we should give them water. When they've got no clothes, we should clothe them. And it's an expression of that. And it's a really worthwhile thing to do, you know, because not only are you able to demonstrate your love of God, but you'll get it back much more than you give it.
You can always tell a Geordie from the lilt of the accent to the unmistakable turn of phrase and words that are unique to this area. Gary Hogg presents a weekly radio programme that celebrates all things Geordie.
My show is called The Geordie Hour and it goes out on Radio Tyneside on a Sunday afternoon and it celebrates everything that's great about the northeast of England. And we showcase all the talent that we have here in the northeast. I introduce a lot of dialect poetry, dialect songs, and I have to know what they're about.
This is Radio Tyneside.
I think what makes the Northeast dialect special is it's not so much a dialect or an accent. It's actually a language that was passed to us in Anglo-Saxon times. It's very much Old English language that we are speaking. A lot of the words we use are a straight lift from Old English. Oscar was doing his allotment, he seen them going past, he said, "Them underpants look just like mine." Then he realised they were, when he seen their back wall was still dangling on the end of the lane. If I was to say go wrong, I would say gan rang, and that is a straight lift from Old English. Gan and rang are Old English words. And nodding it fast up and down, then he's up on his back legs like Trigger and hurtled off down the street towards Toon. So sometimes it sounds very Geordie if you listen to Chaucer. We've managed to hang on to our accent for so long, it would be a shame to lose it completely. And if the Geordie Hour can, by putting out dialect poetry, dialect songs, and me talking to me Geordie voice, if we can just say Geordies are still strong, the Geordie accent is still strong, and we want to keep it going as long as we can. Next week, you can listen on your wireless, on the internet, even on your Wi-Fi phone. So, from me, Gary Hogg, it's ta-ra for now, and mind how you gan.